up here in the corner. Um, Welcome to Biology 107, Human Biology. My name is Roxanne, and I am an adjunct instructor here at Lincoln Land Community College. Most of the videos that you guys are going to watch for this semester, our lecture videos, will not have my face in the corner. The program that I'm using, it's really hard to switch back and forth, so I've chosen to make it easier for you to view the images and you won't be seeing me. But I wanted to introduce myself for this first video and remind you that I am a real person that is here on the other end of your screen, helping you hopefully to learn about biology this semester. If you have gotten this far, that means that you got my email about logging into Canvas, you figured out how to do that, and you navigated to this course introduction video. So kudos to you, well done. You have at least arrived in the right place. The purpose of this video is really just to show you what we're going to be covering this semester, what's going to be expected, and where to find everything that you're going to need. Because you've already made it to Canvas, that means that you've already made it to the point where you will be able to find everything that you need to be able to complete our course this semester. So what we're looking at right here on my screen is the student view of Canvas. So it should be what you see when you log in to our class. Our home page is going to have the modules, each of the weeks of this semester. So there will be 8 weeks, 8 modules. Every week I will post everything that you need to do for that week. This week has a special one. You can read all about me, but I'll leave that for you guys to do on your own. So every week you're going to log into Canvas several times probably, and you're going to click on to do for that week. And it is going to give you a brief description of everything that we're going to cover that week. It's going to list all of the learning outcomes that are projected for that week, so everything that you should walk away knowing. And then below that, it's going to have a little checklist for you. So everything that you need to do for that week. So the first one, you've already started. Watch the course introduction video, and then you're going to take a short quiz after reviewing the syllabus. And then it's going to talk about our readings for the week, the video lectures that you need to watch, and then anything that needs to be submitted for that week. I'm going to come back to Canvas here in a second, but I first want to start by reviewing our course syllabus together. So you can access the course syllabus on Canvas by clicking syllabus on our navigation menu here. I'm just going to pull up the Word document that I've got. So again, this is Bio 107, Section 3, and this is a summer class, so we are going to be on a pretty condensed schedule, only 8 weeks. Normally, I'm sure you guys are aware that a semester is 16 weeks, so that means that we are doing double time. We're going to be covering twice as much material every week. Our tests and quizzes are going to be, not covering twice as much material, but they're going to be 2 times closer together. So the biggest advice that I can give you as you're starting out is first ask me questions. If you have a question, somebody else in the class probably has that same question. If you can't find something that you need on Canvas or in the syllabus, somebody else likely cannot find that information, is wondering the same thing. I am here to make sure that you guys are completing this course and learning something, and you can't do that if you can't find all of the information. So please, please talk to me, reach out, ask me what you need. Everything that we have for this class is going to be posted online via Canvas. Every email that I send you will be sent through the announcements function in Canvas. So that's like the one-stop shop where you'll be able to find everything. Because this is an online class and it's such a condensed format, I've opted against having formal office hours, but instead, if you can contact me in a couple of ways. You can email me. That'll be your first step, right? If you want to talk on Zoom or if you want to talk on the phone, just email me with a couple of times that work for you. It could be same day, it could be the next day, and I will send you the Zoom invite or I will give you a call. So those all three are happy to answer your email if you prefer to communicate that way and you like written instructions, but I'm also happy to talk to you over Zoom or on the phone, whatever is going to be the most beneficial to you to answer your question, especially if it's a question about something that we're talking about in class. If I said something in the lecture video and you're like, what? I did not understand that example, or I have a follow-up question or a scenario that I want to run past you and how that principle would work in that scenario, that might be better done over Zoom or on a phone conversation. So I'm perfectly happy to do any of those. This is a completely online class. Many of you are probably used to that by now after the last year, but just kind of reiterate that you will need a reliable computer to do that, to complete this class successfully. You will not be able to do this from a smartphone or even a tablet. That's not going to be compatible with some of the testing software and loading the images that you need to be looking at for the tests. Now, you can be watching the lecture videos on your phone, sure, or your tablet. But when it comes time to take the test, you're probably going to want to be doing that on a computer. Everything, like I said, is going to be posted to Canvas. Here's a nice long list of all the fun stuff that we're going to learn. I'll let you guys peruse that on your own. The textbook. The textbook is required for a couple of reasons. Because this is such a condensed class, you're going to need that textbook for reference. You definitely want to go back and look up some material that we have talked about in the lecture. The second reason is that because included in your textbook is the access code for the Connect virtual labs, and we're going to use several of those since we are not able to meet in person and do those labs in the lab. You're going to be doing those using those virtual labs. And you're going to need that access code to be able to access that software. We are going to have, 4 unit exams. We have 5 total units, so 4 of those are going to have their own separate exams, and then the 5th unit will be included in the comprehensive final exam. Before each exam or each test, we will have a quiz. And then I also post lecture outlines for each chapter that we cover. So you guys will be writing out the definitions, examples, things like that in those lecture outlines. And this takes the place of your participation points. This is just showing me that you are watching the videos and you are cracking that book open. And because you've spent that time developing those lecture outlines, then you're going to have those really solid study materials when it comes to take the test or to take the final. So trust me, they're designed to help you. We are going to do a total of 12 lab write-ups, so about 2 for each week of the semester, and then we'll have the comprehensive final exam. Do a straightforward grading scale. 90 to 100 is an A, followed by the next, basically every 10 points. The lectures, I record those lectures and I post them to YouTube, and then I have posted those YouTube links to our Canvas site. Like I said before, viewing those lectures is mandatory. I designed those lectures to give you all of the information that you need to be successful in this course and to understand the material that is going to be on the test. But it is your responsibility to make sure that you're viewing those and completing them in the time frame that's posted for the due dates. Quizzes will be taken on Canvas, just like all of our assignments. There will be no time limit, and you'll get 2 attempts to take each of those quizzes, and only your highest score will count. Just like quizzes, tests will be taken through Canvas. Tests are posted at the same time as all of the other weekly material, 8 o'clock Monday morning at the very latest. So if you are working ahead and you have already completed the chapter for the next one, then you might be taking your test a little bit earlier than everybody else. But it's posted for that whole week. So as long as it is submitted before 11:59 p.m. on that Sunday, then it's good. All of those unit tests are going to be 60% multiple choice, 40% fill in the blank. So that's about 30 multiple choice questions, and then the other 40% of the test will be fill in the blank. Again, those study guides are designed, or those lecture outlines are designed to help you and be study guides before you take the test. However, it is incredibly important that you are still studying and looking over the material before you take the test, because it is a timed exam. You get 1 hour to complete the entire thing, and you only get one attempt. Once you begin, you have to sit that or complete that in one sitting. So make sure you have a quiet and relaxing area to do that. The labs, even though we're not meeting in person, I think our labs are still pretty fun. Several of them are those virtual labs, which is why you'll need that Connect login. And then several of them are what we call kitchen exercises. So they are going to be using materials that you would commonly have in your home, ice cubes, salt, so that you're not going to have to go out and purchase something to complete those. And we get to do our first one this week over the scientific method. So you'll get a chance to try all of that stuff out. Each lab is worth 25 points. And labs are going to be due normally for the rest of the semester. They will be due on Saturdays. For this first week, I've made them due on Sundays since we do not have quizzes or tests or anything going on this week. So a little bit of extra time to help you get oriented to the class too. But for the rest of the semester, labs are going to be due on Saturdays. Okay. I cannot stress this enough. Attendance, watching those videos, the lecture videos, completing those lecture outlines is key to your success in this class. We are covering the same amount of material for a regular semester in half of the time. So time management is going to be key here. If you don't understand something, don't wait until the last minute to ask me. Or if you have a question about logistics, don't wait until the last minute to ask me. I'm going to be checking my email several times a day because I know that we're working on a shortened time frame. So please stay on top of what is due, when it's due, and how long it's going to take you to do that, and pay attention to those due dates. I'll show you the course outline here. We're going to be starting this week with some introductory material, what is biology, some basic chemistry. And then we're going to go into the cells that make up the body and how they come together and make tissues. Then we will spend 3 weeks going over body systems. They're pretty heavy modules. And then DNA biology, how the DNA replicates itself, and then what are the human impacts of humans on our environment. So this course outline is pretty set in stone. I do not envision it changing too much since I am posting the video lectures and you're watching them on your own time or at your own pace. Then we don't really have that option to get behind. So that's kind of good. Let us go back to Canvas here. One of the cool things that I enjoy about this format and doing the video lectures is you can pause the video if I'm saying something and you didn't quite get that all down on your notes. Instead of me having to repeat it in class, although of course I don't mind, you'll just pause it, finish your note, or back it up so you can hear me say it again and continue watching the video. So that's one of kind of the perks of those video lectures. Okay, so back to our module here. You'll start with that to-do list, and then it'll go through all of the things that are due for that week. So you're watching the introduction video right now. You're going to take the syllabus quiz, read chapters 1 and 2, watch all of our video lectures, submit those outlines, complete the measurement and method kitchen lab, and get signed up for our Connect virtual lab tutorial. As you are exploring Canvas and looking around, if you have questions about Canvas, if you have questions about the course, please reach out to me early. Reach out to me often. I love to talk to students. You will not be bothering me. My email is listed in the syllabus, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. So please reach out, and I will be contacting you again soon also.